Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now for this video, I'd like to review a movie that I watched in the week. It's from 2007 and it stars Nicole Kidman and Daniel Craig, and it was directed by Oliver Hirschberg. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And that movie is called The Invasion. Very much in the line of The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Okay then guys, before I say anything further about this movie and giving me thoughts on storyline as a whole, as per usual, I'll just read you the back of this edition just in case you're not familiar with it. Do not trust anyone, never a true word was said. Since its first publication in 1955, Jack Finney's classic sci-fi horror novel The Body Snatchers has inspired numerous adaptations and created a whole subgenre of era-defining alien doppelgangers in books, films and TV. 2007's The Invasion was ahead of the curve, its eerily predictive shift towards a virus-like contagion more frighteningly resonant in a post-pandemic world. A space shuttle crashes to Earth carrying an alien organism. Soon people are changing, becoming detached and emotionless. People like CDC Director Tucker Kaufman, who is investigating the crash. Meanwhile, his ex-wife, psychiatrist Carol Bennell, played by Nicole Kidman, sees the same behaviour in a friend of their son, and a patient claims that her husband is no longer her husband. Now, as people all across Washington, D.C. become infected and the insidious epidemic spreads, Carol must fight to protect herself and her son, who might just hold a key to stopping the escalating invasion. So there you go guys, that's the synopsis for the 2007 horror sci-fi movie, The Invasion. Okay then guys, and there's the slipcover as well guys, lovely slipcover, and there you go. Yeah, great edition here by Arrow. Okay then guys, on to my thoughts now on this movie as a whole. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think this is one of the best body snatcher movies I've ever seen. Nicole Kidman's really on the money playing the main female protagonist as she fights against this awful invasion, you know, by this alien organism taking control of people's bodies and that, you know, very eerie movie in parts, and a beautiful colour. They did a really good job guys with the transfer on this, pristine colour. And I have to say, Nicole Kidman's fantastic as the leading female role, you know, as is Daniel Craig, you know, who helps her in that, you know, fighting this war against this ever-mounting threat of this, you know, this alien invasion and snatching people's bodies, you know, hand over fist. But yeah, really enjoyable. And this has got a wealth of special features there, guys. If you want to freeze your cameras and take those special features in, piles and piles of special features there to get through, all about the movie and that. And also inside, you've got a poster. Fantastic, double-sided poster. There you go. And also, you've got a fantastic booklet here all about the movie. Don't sleep, don't sleep, don't go home. I'll find you, Mom. Ooh. There you go. Here's the booklet, guys. I'll just show you inside. The lovely Nicole Kidman, one of my favourite actresses. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Go with Daniel Craig. Make a great team in this. They've got a great on-screen chemistry, guys, in this movie. I really enjoyed this one. This is definitely staying in my collection, let me tell you. Go. Plenty of action in it as well, guys, as these alien organisms take over bodies and that, you know, really good. And you really feel a threat. You really feel a threat to America and possibly beyond America, you know, spreading throughout the world and that, you know, just remind you of the coronavirus and that. That's why it said at the back there, what I read to you, very eerily predictive, you know, very predictable, like, you know, like that movie Contagion of, you know, things like the coronavirus. And there's a sun. Yeah, I enjoyed every moment of this, guys. It was a fantastic. I love me body snatcher movies, and this was really one of the best ones I have ever seen. It was great. It really was. Highly recommend it. If you like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, I highly recommend it. If you haven't seen it, add this to your collection. It's great. I really enjoyed it, and I'll be watching it again very soon with the commentary. Go. Real cat and mouse chase there involving Nicole Kidman, a son, you know, And what I liked about it as well, where you see like it's very very eerie, like it's like when Nicole Kidman's walking through the streets, the people are looking at her like, you know, you don't know who's infected and who isn't, and that, you know, something I always like in a movie, a body snatchers movie. You know, it just basically just spreads out of control, this virus and that, you know, it has you on the edge of your seat, wondering like, you know, what's going to happen and that, you know. I won't reveal the ending and that for obvious reasons, like, you know, in case you haven't seen the movie. But really enjoyed this, guys. It's one of the best body snatching movies I've ever seen, and in some parts it reminded me of the TV series from the 1960s, The Invaders and that, you know. But if any of you are as old as me, probably remember that Roy Thins was the main you know, the main protagonist. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. I did go into it, guys, I must admit. I did go into it like not expecting much, because my number one is the original one, you know, from the 1950s, starring Kevin McCarthy, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. The Donald Sutherland one, I wasn't too crazy about that one, but I preferred the Jack Finney one. This is nearly very nearly matches the Kevin McCarthy one from the 1950s. Jack Finney was the guy who wrote the novel. The novel's great as well, but really enjoyed this. And as I say, Nicole Kidman really on the money as the main female protagonist and that, you know, and great shots of New York, and quite what's the name in parts, guys, quite when the alien sort of like manifests and that, you know, as it infects people and that, quite grisly scenes and that, you know, involving regurgitation. But I'll leave it there. I won't go into too much of that in case any of you are sitting there with your dinner on your knee. Yeah, I don't want to sort of like put you off your dinner. But yeah, guys, if you haven't seen The Invasion and you love body snatcher movies, I'd highly recommend that you pick this one up. It's a great movie, and Arrow did a great job with this. You know, piles and piles of special features and that, you know, documentaries, interviews and so forth, you name it, it's here. But yeah, really enjoyed it, and great performances, solid acting, good story, you know, I've got no complaints at all. Okay then, guys, on to a rating now for The Invasion. I've got no hesitation, guys. I'm going to give The Invasion a full 10 out of 10, because that's how much I enjoyed it. It's one of the best body snatcher movies I've ever seen, and great performances all around, and that very tension, very you know, ominous atmosphere throughout and that, you know. And the people are very menacing and that, you know, they're walking along the streets and that. And what happens is when Nicole Kidman sort of basically stands up to them, basically goes into combat against them and that, trying to reverse the effect and that, the alien, you know, the infestation. She's advised by one of the people, whatever you do, don't show any emotion as if you're still a normal human being, because like they can sense right away if you're not one of them, you know. And but obviously in these kind of movies, it's very difficult to do that, you know, when you're walking along the streets and you know, you don't know who's been taken over in a essence, and actually you've got that tension as well. But really, I can highly recommend this, guys, Invasion. It's got everything, you know, everything a sci-fi horror fan could possibly wish for. A beautiful transfer. Oh, really lovely transfer. No dirty dishwater colour here, guys. Yeah. Okay then, guys, that concludes my review of the Nicole Kidman, Daniel Craig sci-fi horror Invasion. And if you guys seen Invasion, what did you think of it? To share my approving thoughts of it, that it was a great body snatchers movies, leave a comments down below, guys. Let's get a good discussion going. Really, you know, really like to talk more about this movie. But yeah, this is definitely staying in my collection, guys. I absolutely loved it. This is everything I wanted from a body snatcher movie and more. Okay then, guys, that's it. Yeah. Okay, I'll go now. I hope you all have a nice weekend and that, you know, and take care of yourselves. And usually, if you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comment, and all going well, I shall talk to you all again very soon. Have a nice weekend. Bye for now.